Hello you guys, this is going to be our healing message for the week of August the 28th through September 3rd, 2017. Okay, so I'm just going to use the energy oracle cards to tune into the energy of where we are. Okay, so I'm going to pull 5 cards. And as usual, at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull the Flower of Life cards. And if it seems like I'm rushing, I'm sorry. I have food cooking. I'm cooking dinner. It's kind of late to be cooking dinner, but I'm cooking dinner, so I don't want to take up too much time here, but I do want to make sure that I get the messages out to you. So I'm going to do this here. Okay, let me know if you guys can see the cards, because I'm using a different table, and it's smaller than my other table, so you guys don't mind. All right, anywho, so happy family is the energy, the overall energy that we're dealing with. So what I'm getting with this, it's number 4. So this is about our foundations. It could be family, of course, but it could represent our connections to those important in our lives, our families. That's at the forefront. There's a lot going on here. I can definitely see there's a lot of misunderstandings involved. There's some things that have yet to be healed. It could be, you know, stuff way back, like ancestral, you know, things, generational situations that have yet to be healed. Could be karmic situations. There's a lot of jealousy in the families, or jealousy between those that you're close to. That's coming up. I feel like Spirit wants you to work on this. We have the strategy card at the bottom of the deck, which I'll get into what I feel like that's saying to you. But this is definitely the energy that's a block, that's an issue, that's a challenge. It's envy, number 20. And that's also, you know, 0 is pretty much a silent number, you know. So it's technically number 2. So it's about connections and partnerships. There's jealousy between partners, friends, colleagues, family members, siblings, some sort of jealousy or envy. It could be on your end or someone else's end towards you, or you're just witnessing some jealousy going on in your circle. This is something that goes way back, I feel, with the Angel of Balance. It's got this the Egyptian pyramids in the back. So I feel like this is something that's a sign of a past life energy. Most people when they refer to their past lives, they usually recall their past lives in Egypt. A lot of people resonate with Egyptian past lives, it seems. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's you, but it could just, you know, I feel like it's a symbol for past life energy. There's a lot going on. A lot of jealousy and envy, you know, and it could be light-hearted envy. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I just despise him or her, I hate them. It could just be like, oh, I wish I had what they had type of envy. And, you know, I'm hearing living vicariously through someone else, and it's kind of unhealthy, obviously, which is why it's a block. Spirit wouldn't bring it up if it wasn't unhealthy. So this is something that we have to address and deal with. And I feel like there needs to be some clarity, because I feel like with the storm warning card, it's number 10. So there's something that needs to be clarified once and for all. And I feel like you might be the initiator of this. You know, you might call somebody out, or someone might call you out on this envy. I feel like it's between siblings or something, like brothers and brothers, or sisters and sisters, or maybe brothers and sisters. There's jealousy there. And, you know, best friends. It's something, and it's like somebody's going to get called out, and because of this Mercury retrograde, it may have been something long-standing. Like I said, this is something generational, or something that's been carried on for a long time, that it just needs to be said. Something just needs to come out. It just needs to be said, and it's going to shake the foundation up, definitely. Whatever this connection is between you and others, it's definitely going to shake the relationship up, that connection up with others. And it just needs to be clarified. This storm needs to come, you know, and I feel like this is mental cloudiness. This is us just being lost in the sauce, like not seeing how this is affecting us and our relationships to others, that this is unhealthy. It's some unhealthy pattern. Okay, where your focus needs to be. We have healer of the ages. So this situation can definitely be shifted and transformed, because you have the number 5 here, which is the number of transformation, shifts and changes, releasing and letting go. Number 1 here, the awareness that something needs to change. I feel like it's going to bring harmony to the situation, because 51 essentially is number 6 in numerology. So this is about unconditional love, and it's also about balance and harmony, peace, purity, compassion. So I feel like you might have to be your own healer. Okay, you have to take responsibility. And unfortunately for some of you, if you're aware of this unhealthy pattern that's going on with someone close to you, you have the responsibility, and I feel like you have not only the responsibility but the gift to heal the situation, even if it's not you that's dealing with this envious energy. It could be others around you, and you have the ability, Spirit's giving you the ability to kind of step in and be like a savior. This looks like a Jesus type of figure. So, you know, Jesus is known as the savior, the redeemer. So I feel like you have that position, that role, and especially with yourself. And if you guys, if there's those of you who are Christians who do pray to Jesus and work with Jesus, or just people that work with the Jesus consciousness, or figures, you know, I feel like if you need that assistance, you can definitely call on Jesus if you feel called to. But others, if you feel like it's a symbol of, you have the awareness and you have the ability to shift the situation. You can transmute this energy, okay, for yourself and for others involved. Lastly, this is the conclusion energy. This is the angel of balance, number 48. I feel like you will be able to balance out this karma, because it's really karma. I feel it's karmic, it's generational. It's, even if this person is unrelated to you, it's something that goes down in their lineage or their generations. You know, this issue here of jealousy and envy, and pretty much just low self-esteem in some cases, I feel. And I feel like you're going to help bring balance into the situation. It has to be done through you. A lot of you may be empaths. A lot of you may be intuitives already. So this is something easy for you to do, I feel. Even if you don't believe in yourself enough, you have the power to shift this energy, or start that change, build up that momentum to shift out of this, whatever this is, to cut cords with this, bring balance into this family structure. Because number 4 here, you have 48. Number 4 was the happy family card. So you can bring balance not only to this connection or situation, but like I said, with karma, you have number 8, which is my number of karmic energy, but it can also represent abundance and power and strength. So you have the ability, like I keep saying, you have the ability to put this thing into motion and clear away some of this. And it might not happen overnight, obviously not. You know, it takes some patience, and it takes some work and dedication, but it also takes consistency. You have to continue. You might have to do some energy work for people. You might have to pray for some people. Might have to set on intentions, because that's what I was getting into with the number 21 strategy. There's a journal here. There's broken hearts at the bottom. So it's essentially what's going on is people are envious because there's this pain within themselves, this discontentment within themselves. It really has nothing to do with anybody else. And it could be carrying that depression and that weight from their ancestors. You know, sometimes our ancestors incarnate, we carry their karma, if you believe in that. I do. But it could just be in this lifetime you've carried all of this weight and all of this, you know, this discontentment and feeling unloved or unworthy. So you look at other people and you compare yourself to them. Or this is someone around you that does this. But the strategy card with the journal, I feel like Spirit wants you to set out the intentions to clear this. Write it down. If this is you that feels this energy of envy, write down why that is, or what are you jealous of. I feel like when you write out things, you journal out your feelings and your thoughts. Just be honest, just really blunt with yourself. When you go back and look at it and read it, you kind of have a different perspective. It's almost like you're looking at it as somebody else. And it's kind of like you might look at it and say, well, why do I really feel like that? You know, that's ridiculous. Or why did I even think like this? You know, or, oh, that's why I feel like that, or that's why this or that. You know, it's that energy. I feel like it will help you to journal it. If this is someone else around you, might say, why is this person jealous of so-and-so? Or why are they jealous of me? Or, you know, I feel like they might be resentful towards me, or they might be resentful towards others. Why is this? And you try to help make sense of it. And I feel like you can also set the intention to break this karma and clear this karma, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and pull from the Flower of Life cards and see what messages we get for this week. Oh, that's a pretty card. I'll take this one. Animals. Oh. Okay, the energy of animal reflects our instinctual nature, allowing us to draw on their skills and abilities. Our instincts are what we generally describe as a gut feeling, intuition, or psychic ability. Playing or working with or just observing animals, either directly or symbolically, brings us in touch with our own animal nature, an aspect of ourselves often repressed. We are all one, life is life, flowing from the same source, manifesting as different species. We are all streams of uniqueness, ever expanding love and light, experiencing our own path to experience life in new and varied forms. Once you feel your own uniqueness and love, it becomes easy to communicate with all life forms, feeling their originality instead of trying to communicate through your opinions, values, and conclusions. Animals are fully present in the now, a gentle reminder to adapt and adjust in every situation. Here you will be in the flow, and the path of least resistance will present itself. Okay, thought it was a pretty cool flower. And here is the message. All right, so that is the message for this week, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed. As always, I send you much love. Peace.